Blood and Guts is scheduled to take place July 24th in Nashville, Tennessee, where once again, Team AEW has to fend off the New Elite. The New Elite with the EVPs, the Young Bucks, with the scapegoat himself, Jack Perry, and with your Continental Champion, Kazuchika Okada. Now, with that said, Blood and Guts is traditionally a 5-on-5 affair, meaning the New Elite need one member, whilst Team AEW needs to find all 5. So with that said, it's time to it's time to really think about what kind of team should be going up against the Elite. Because they've already failed once. At Double or Nothing, at Anarchy in the Arena, Bryan Danielson, Darby Allin, FTR, they all failed. They weren't able to get the job done. They weren't able to defeat the Elite. And therefore, each and every single one of these 4 men is out of the question. They're out of consideration for Blood and Guts. They had their chance. They lost it. They're not getting another one. Now, honestly, Eddie Kingston would be a fantastic addition to this type of match. Blood and Guts. It works to his favor. I'm not sure he's going to be cleared by then. I'm not sure he's going to be back by then. So, in my opinion, in order to get fans as interested as possible in once again a Team AEW versus the New Elite affair, we need to form some sort of a dream team of sorts. Meaning we need the top stars to join Team AEW and face off against the Elite. Now, June 30th, we have Forbidden Door, where Swerve Strickland is going to defend his World Heavyweight Championship against the current International Champion, Will Ospreay, the Billy Goat. This is a match that many fans in AEW have been looking forward to since Will Ospreay signed with the company. They have some history together. They're bound to put on one of the best matches in AEW's current 2024. But that match takes place 3.5 weeks prior to Blood and Guts. And again, we still have a full month before Blood and Guts, so a lot of things can happen. They don't even have to announce any members of Team AEW right now. But slowly or surely, we're going to get there. So I already have 2 members for Team AEW. And that is Swerve Strickland, and that is Will Ospreay. Whoever walks out with the World Championship, it doesn't really matter. We need the top stars of AEW to face off against the New Elite. And that tension, that rivalry after their match, after the main event world title match at Forbidden Door, that's going to add to the story of can Team AEW coexist, which is a tale as old as time when it comes to pro wrestling. Now, we've already got those 2 members settled for Team AEW. Let's add 2 more. Because the EVPs are currently feuding. They have a rivalry starting up, revving up, with one of the most popular acts in AEW. The Acclaimed. Anthony Bowens, Max Caster, they're charismatic. They get the crowd on their feet. A lot of the IWC are currently not really, quote-unquote, in bed with them. I don't know. It's the IWC. They're fickle. They want this revolving door of superstars and champions, and they really don't like when somebody's always in the spotlight. But with that said, again, they have a rivalry going, much like FTR had a rivalry going with the Elite going into Double or Nothing. That spot currently goes to the Acclaimed, minus Billy Gunn, Daddy Ass. So, yeah, there you got your 4 men. Max Caster, Anthony Bowens, Swerve Strickland, Will Ospreay versus the current version of the New Elite, which leaves 1 spot for each. Now, the one spot on Team AEW, to me, goes to one of two people. Either we get MJF as a part of Team AEW, because he's that damn popular. There's absolutely no way he joins the New Elite in this fight. Although we might get a little bit of a tease. He is, a scumbag. Their scumbag. Our scumbag. But again, he's too popular. They would not. I don't think Tony Khan and the creative team in AEW is stupid enough to turn him heel this soon upon his return. But if you don't want to add MJF to Team AEW, you don't want to put him in this match in Blood and Guts, you bring back the cleaner himself, the best bout machine himself, Kenny Omega. Kenny Omega joins Team AEW. It's a big shocker. The ratings are up, which is what they care about. And we get Kenny Omega's payoff at Blood and Guts. And eventually, that's close enough to All In that after Blood and Guts, we start building to Okada versus Omega at Wembley Stadium in London. Win-win. But we have those 5 men, the Acclaimed, Swerve, Ospreay, and Omega, or MJF, facing off against the 4 men currently in the New Elite. But we have a 5th one added. A 5th one, and we all know these twists and turns involved with pro wrestling. We all know how AEW loves to swerve stuff. Quote unquote swerve. No pun intended. Or pun intended, whatever you feel like you received on that matter. Hangman Adam Page makes his return, and he tricks Team AEW. He tricks the fans into joining Team AEW, only to turn their back on him because Swerve has joined that team, and now he's back as part of the Elite. And there you go. You got your 5 men versus 5 men right there. The EVPs, Okada, Perry, and a returning Hangman Adam Page versus World Champion Swerve Strickland, International Champion Will Ospreay, the Acclaimed, and if I had to pick one, I'd go with Kenny Omega. But if he can't make a return fast enough, then you give that spot to MJF, because we need a dream team of sorts to really, really pipe up interest in this Team AEW versus the Elite feud. Again, those are just my thoughts. That's just my predictions on what kind of team AEW should assemble to fend off the New Elite. So with that said, what are your thoughts on my list? What are your thoughts on my current assortment of teams for the Blood and Guts match? Are you excited for it? And who do you expect to challenge the New Elite and to join the New Elite in this Blood and Guts match? Leave your thoughts, comments, and predictions in the comment section below. With that said, I'm Alexis Carrillo. This has been Wrestling Talk, and I'll see you next time.